Muslim group kicks as Okpebholo ends over 36 schools to Catholic Church. Good day, my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from. Thanks for joining. Yes, it is another news coming to your listening ears as the Muslim group react as Okpebholo hands over 36 schools to Catholic Church. Moving on to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Muslim group kicks as Okpebholo hands over 36 schools to Catholic Church. Amid the controversy over the return of 8 schools to missionary organizations by the Edo State government, Governor Monday Okpebholo has again released 28 additional schools to the organizations. Daily Post reports that Okpebholo had on June 16, 2025, after a meeting with Bishop Gabriel Dunia of the Catholic Diocese of Auchi, announced the handover of the schools to the missionary organizations. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. In addition to the news, the question I'd like to ask is that is it that the state government can no longer handle those schools while handing them over to Catholic schools? I think it will make a lot of reactions from different groups as it is being handed over to the Catholic organizations. Moving on to the comment section, the first comment here says, "How many times are we going to tell Muslim Sultan a Christian state?" A comment here says the same thing Peter Lobe did in Anambra State, but he didn't abandon them to their own fate. He gave them grant. I hope Governor Monday will do the same. A comment too says, like in my state, Niger government out of religion, fanaticism, and envy collected the missionary schools, but it has led to poor management, education decay, indiscipline, and poor performance. A comment to say is it theirs? Where were they when the missionaries built the schools to educate them? While a comment to say is, for me, whatever the government can do to resurrect our already dead schools, nursery through to secondary school, let them do. There is going to be serious and dangerous problems if nothing is done. The future don't look bright with the kind of careless school system we run presently in Nigeria. If it is not private school, your child is simply wasting time. Exactly. Why do we have state governments when they really cannot provide good education with a good facility for us? It is indeed a shameful thing going to most public schools, starting from the primary public schools and to secondary public schools. You will see that they don't have enough facilities, enough infrastructures to enhance learning. Tell me, when a children is in a class whereby they have the roof is shattered, they do not have a good chair to sit on. Tell me, what is the child going to learn when the child is not convenient in the education, in the four wall of educational settings? This doesn't make sense at all. I think the government should do well so that they could be rated. I think it is one of those things this government did by handing those schools to the missionary schools. But would that pay? Another comment here says, were they not Catholic missionary schools before they were taken over by the government? Open your own schools, simples. A comment here says, it's handed over to them. Can they manage it? Yes, if they won't be able to manage it, I see no reason why um, they would take it if they know they can't manage it, because it deals about source. Where would they get the money to do such? And a comment to say is, in Kaduna, many Catholic schools were collected by government and changed to Muslim names, which they bear to date. Government has the final say. You see, I won't lie, most of the problems we are facing in this country, religion is part of the major this thing. So because you collected schools from the missionary, is it necessary, how important or compulsory, that you have to change the name to a Muslim, to the name of the schools to a Muslim name? It doesn't make sense. Just because it's a Muslim state does not mean you should act according. These things would just set a religious bias. So another commenter says, does the school belongs to government or Muslims? Is there any Muslim school the governor refused to give back to Muslims? The way we practice religion in Nigeria look like we will be in charge gates to heaven on the day of judgment. What concerns Muslims with what governor did, for God's sake? They just like to cause trouble everywhere. Can you imagine? Common bicycle we cannot do, only to preach Al Jannah. You people don't go there before. This one, Aram and unbeliever, are producing good things. I'm not trying to criticize, but I'm not sorry to say the way Muslims handle issues at times is nothing to write home about, and at times they create this kind of a natural hate.